Hi guys, Donald Trump has a habit of embarrassing leaders of countries and organizations. In the case of the president of Ukraine, Zelensky, some weeks ago, it was clearly deliberate. However, on other occasions it seems perhaps done by accident. Either way, it's not good. So the US president was asked about his plan to buy Greenland or annex Greenland. However, he didn't just repeat his nonsense, he tried to drag the Secretary General of NATO into it, which Mark Rutte politely refused. Crazy stuff. Have a listen to this.
What is your vision for the potential annexation of Greenland and getting the potential?
Well, I think it'll happen, and I'm just thinking, I didn't give it much thought before, but I'm sitting with a man that could be very instrumental. You know, Mark, we need that for international security, not just security, international. We have a lot of our favorite players, cruising around the coast, and we have to be careful. And we'll be talking to you. It's a very appropriate, really a very appropriate question.
And there's an issue in the high north, so the Arctic. So what you did, so when it comes to Greenland, yes or not joining the US, I would leave that outside for me, this discussion, because I don't want to drag NATO in that. But when it comes to the high north and the Arctic, you are totally right. The Chinese are now using these routes. We know that the Russians are rearming. We know we have a lack of icebreakers. So the fact that the outside Russia, there are 7 Arctic countries working together on this under US leadership is very important to make sure that that region, that part of the world stays safe. And we know things are changing there and we have to be there.
A nice dodge there, Mark, a nice dodge. You know, Donald Trump constantly does this. Puts people on the spot, embarrasses them on the world stage. Now, what's the problem here? Obviously, the problem is Donald Trump is talking about annexing or buying Greenland, which of course is part of Denmark. Denmark is a member of NATO. The United States is a member of NATO. And he's asking this question in front of, or putting this question to the head of NATO. And of course he can't answer this question. He's supposed to be neutral here. But he's also against the idea of countries annexing illegally other countries. And of course, what Donald Trump is suggesting would be illegal under international law, in the same way as NATO condemned Russia for its annexation of Crimea. They would have to condemn the United States for its illegal annexation of Greenland. But Donald Trump either doesn't understand this, or he's trying to put these people in a difficult spot, which once again is a terrible thing to be doing. The head of NATO can't pick sides here, especially if it's members of NATO involved. NATO has said that it must... Can you imagine a scenario where a member of NATO invades another member of NATO? Like in this situation, the biggest member, of course, being the United States, invading sovereign territory of another nation. Now, the people of Greenland, a lot of them want to be independent from Denmark, but they don't want to be part of the United States. So there's no appetite to be annexed. And if the people of Greenland don't want to be part of the United States, and Donald Trump wants them to be part of the United States, then what happens in the situation with NATO? We're in insane territory. And while the head of NATO here was done a good job of pivoting away from avoiding this issue, as long as Donald Trump keeps talking about it, it's going to remain an issue. Let me know in the comment section, guys, what you think. As always, your comments are greatly appreciated, and thanks for watching.